So what is personal liability within the limited liability company? As the name implies, the limited liability company status provides a level of personal liability protection to the members. What that means is that the LLC exists unto itself. It has its own assets. It has its own income coming in, or retained income. Any contracts it enters into, any tortious activity that could lead to debt or obligation of the LLC must be satisfied by the LLC. The obligees, the individuals holding obligations of the LLC through contract, through tort, however, have to look just to the LLC to satisfy that obligation. They look for payment from the LLC. They cannot look to the personal assets of the LLC members to satisfy that debt or obligation. Okay, so that's personal liability protection. Now, one thing that is extremely important to remember there is that in order to maintain this level of limited liability protection for members, owners, that a level of formality has to be maintained. You have to keep separate the affairs and assets of the LLC from those of the owner. Failure to do so subjects the LLC to the LLC status can be disregarded for purposes of liability protection, and the owners could be subjected to personal liability. What type of conduct generally gives rise to this disregard of LLC entity status and disregard of protection? The commingling of personal funds and LLC funds, the use of LLC assets for personal use, and vice versa. The undercapitalization of the LLC, basically not retaining enough assets within the LLC to validly carry on business. Perhaps a failure to keep an insurance policy for certain type of risky conduct of the LLC, or just other general activity that demonstrates that the LLC is just a shell, that is actually not a separate entity from the LLC owners themselves. In that situation, the LLC would be treated similarly to a partnership, and the members of the LLC could be subjected to personal liability for any obligations of the LLC. Okay, so again, this is extremely important to maintain this in order to preserve this primary benefit of the LLC entity.